My name, my name is Michael Newsome, and I will be serving as your host tonight. And I'll be sharing some information with you on our business program, Akana. And I want to thank Dr. Roz for elevating our energy level tonight with that wonderful those wonderful songs he was playing. I really love old school funk and R&B and smooth jazz. And I asked her to play some R&B tonight to get the energy level up. Today's Monday night, and some of us had to go to work today. And it might have been a long day. And to get on a business presentation or a call like this depending on what part of the country you're in. I'm in Virginia, so it's 9 o'clock at night here, but it's a beautiful night. And having that extra boost of energy really makes a difference. So I'd like to welcome you to our presentation tonight. And again, thank you, Dr. Roz, for sharing your gift of music with us. So my intent tonight is to get you guys out of here by midnight. So I'm going to be a respecter of your time for being here. I'm just kidding. I will have you out of here way before midnight, maybe about 11:30. But we're gonna go through our presentation. I mentioned the energy of the music. We're going to talk a little bit about energy tonight. Energy is everything. Everything that exists is made of energy. So we're going to talk a little bit about energy tonight. We're going to talk a little about health tonight. We're going to talk a little about wellness tonight. We're going to talk a little about wealth tonight. So we've got a broad range of topics to discuss. So let's jump into it. Let me see if I can get my PowerPoint up. All right, let me see here. Can you all see my screen? Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen. All right, thank you, James. I see you, and I got a thumbs up. All right, so if you're not, if you could mute your line so that we can have a good, clean call tonight, that would be very helpful so we don't have any background noise. And maybe we can open it up later for questions if you have any questions, but it would be very helpful if you mute your lines. Because if I mess up like in the middle, I'm gonna have to go all the way back to the beginning. So I don't think you guys want to do that. I appreciate it. So the meaning of Akana. It means in the hands of God. And when you start a presentation like this, I always feel good knowing that we're turning this over to the hands of God. So again, I welcome you to the call tonight and to the presentation tonight. And by the time it's all over, what I'm going to ask you to do is get back with the person that invited you here, because that's where it all started, with an invitation. Someone invited me to a presentation like this a few months back, and I had admiration and respect for that person, and I knew they wasn't going to bring me anything to review from a business perspective that wasn't on point. So thank the person that invited you here tonight, and after the presentation is over, get back with them and let them answer the questions that I may create tonight. I'm going to try to be as clear and concise as possible, but you still may have some questions, but get back with the person who invited you here, and we'll go through the information tonight. Okay, our company, Akana, we actually started with the name Wakana, and we just changed not too long ago in an attempt to make our brand more appealing and more diverse. But we launched on April 20th, 2019, with our line of CBD products and essential oils. We expanded in 2020 to include a complete line of wellness and weight management products. In 2021, we introduced our flagship product, the Flat Belly Lifestyle. Our company has over 27,000 customers, and our company is very community-minded, and we reinvest 1% of our gross profit to help empower underserved communities. And we pride ourselves on 5-star customer support. When you're looking at a business, you want to know, what is the market like? What is the possibilities for me in the area that I'm looking at? So within the Econo business portfolio, we have 4 basic market segments. Our primary segment is the $3.4 trillion health and wellness industry. And we also have a foothold in the $7 trillion travel industry. And we're getting ready to launch soon and venture out in the $2.4 quadrillion crypto, forex, and financial education industry. Now, what makes this really exciting, and which allows me to have this conversation with you, is that it's all wrapped around the home-based business concept. And, the home-based business concept allows people like you and I to enter these multi-billion, trillion-dollar markets with low entry costs. We don't have to have, millions and millions of dollars to be able to create a corporation and to employ hundreds of people and to be able to invest in research and develop and deal with packaging and shipping. The home-based business segment or industry allows us to participate with low overhead. You can run the business out of your home and create tremendous tax benefits for yourself. So, this industry has been around for literally 100 years. If you go back to Madam C.J. Walker, she built an empire. She was the first Black female millionaire, and she built her hair care empire on teaching women how to sell products out of their home. So, a lot of people look at maybe the Amway Corporation and we give them, their credit in terms of their place in the industry, but it goes back even further than that. So you're in the right place, and you're with a proven, functional, successful business model. So our corporate team, some of the people that we're working with: Bo Tomlin, Christian Phillips, our Chief Operating Officer. Bo Tomlin has over 40 years, and he's on our medical advisory board, over 40 years in the home-based business industry. And Christian Phillips is our millennial COO, our Chief Operating Officer. He keeps all the trains running on time. We have a massive operation. I mentioned shipping and packaging and operations. And Christian, he's got his MBA, and he's actually a young man who's he's been called a prodigy. He's had his own business since he was 14 years old. So being able to work with a young man like that is very exciting. Our visionary CEO, Melissa Boston, and our Chief Sales Officer, Phyllis Nash, are legendary in the home-based business industry. And to be able to work with these two ladies and to be able to connect with them and be a part of the vision that they're laying out, it's really an honor. And Miss Nash was the one actually who invited me to a presentation like this to take a look at it. And I had connected with her in another project that I was working on. And I didn't know her personally, but I knew of her and I knew of her success. And for her to invite me to take a look at this presentation, number one, I was honored to do it. And number two, I knew that it was going to be something that was worth my time. And here I am today. And last but not least is Jose Soriano, our international Spanish ambassador. And guess what? The business program that I'm sharing with you tonight, right now, we're only in the United States. We haven't branched out overseas yet, but that's going to be part of our next phase of development. And Jose Soriano is our international Spanish ambassador. And we're going to have some major development coming through soon in the international arena. So our mission: we believe that health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. And that's the theme of our company: elevation. We're constantly seeking to rise higher and to do better and to achieve our full potential. Our vision, again, is to elevate the well-being of your body and soul and your mind. What are our goals? To achieve optimal health and wellness, fitness or weight loss. We'll put you in a position where you can save or make some money. We talked about the travel industry. We're also talking about creating a business in these multi-billion, trillion-dollar industries where you can actually leave a legacy to your family. So we've taken the best of a lot of different worlds and combined it under one roof. Our philosophy, we believe that well-being is found by connecting to the garden, the earth, and to our inner wisdoms, just like our grandparents did. One of the things that we'll talk about is how we've kind of gotten away from some of the things that we know. We've forgotten how to grow food in the garden, our own food in the garden. We're so accustomed to going to the grocery store and getting the things that we need. We've kind of disconnected. And what that does is actually leaves us at the mercy of those who provide the food. We all know that the food chain has its challenges. And, we're dealing with pesticides, we're dealing with GMOs. There's a lot that, we're dealing with in terms of a society with our food chain, but we also know that there are some alternatives. So why is wellness so important? The statistics are just phenomenal. I was reading some notes in a book earlier today, and it was actually a book about meditation, but he was quoting some of the statistics about some of the sickness and disease in our nation. Like this slide says, by 2030, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer for people 20 to 49 years old. People in the prime of their life will be lost to colon cancer. And what is that? Colon cancer is where your food is processed. So it goes back to the growing of the food, the consuming of the food, and it's just food is a big multi-trillion-dollar industry that when you go in that big, there's going to be opportunities for shortcuts, and unfortunately, we the people have to pay the price for those shortcuts. So I'm going to tell you something that you already know. The problem in the United States is we consume too much animal protein, we consume too much processed food, and the processed food contains too much salt, too much sugar, and we don't get enough exercise. And all of these things together basically kind of formulate to some of the issues that we have today. Impaired kidneys, organs, cells contribute to aging faster, cancer, heart disease, and obesity. Our CEO said she coined the term suicide years ago, saying that we are digging our graves with our fork. And Dr. Oz said, our genetics load the gun, but our lifestyle pulls the trigger. Like I said, I'm telling you something that you already know. All you have to do is look around at, as you go about your day-to-day life, and you see people who are not as fit as they want to be, and as as what what optimal health looks like. And I'm no different than anyone else. I've consumed my share of animal protein and processed food, and it's just the American way. So, one of the things that we're going to share with you that you may not have known is that Albert Einstein said the future of medicine is energy medicine. And that's what we're going to talk a little bit about tonight. We're going to talk about energy medicine. One of the first things I said tonight is everything is made out of energy. Everything vibrates at a certain level. And studies show that when you're in good health, your energy readings, because your energy can be identified and read. If you're at 100% energy or within that range, you're in good health. But when you drop down to that 30% range, you're in poor health. And that's where most illnesses is first recognized by the standard traditional healthcare system. So the way that our society is and the way that our American healthcare system is structured, most sickness and diseases aren't even identified till you get to that 30% level. And, we've got an answer for that. And then when you get to the point of return, your readings are about 4%. And then, when you get down to zero, it's a little bit too late. So we know that there's a way to identify people's health condition by analyzing their energy level. And, one of the things that we know, that everything that we need to keep us healthy has already been given to us on this earth. Herbs and botanicals were made by our creator and are designed to assist our bodies in elevating its natural energy. Herbs and botanicals, not pills and things of that nature. Our culture, the first response to an illness is a chemical response. Take this pill, take these 2 pills, take this combo of pills, and call me in the morning and let me know what the reactions are, and we'll give you some more pills. So we have to change that philosophy. And, most of us know that, thank God for medicine, thank God for modern medicine, but we also know that as a result of us getting as knowledgeable and as sophisticated that we are, we've also, again, we've gotten away from the natural responses to sickness and disease, and we've gone to chemicals. And because it's such a big money industry, that tends to overwhelm us, and that's what we see versus the natural remedies. So what do we want to do? We want to be able to elevate our energy. We can avoid 90% of chronic diseases by understanding the power that we have, our inner power, as known as our life force, that'll help our body recover and rejuvenate. So, as a result of our lifestyle, too much meat, too much processed food, not enough exercise, what are the implications of that? Chronic sickness and disease. Chronic sickness and disease down to the cellular level, where your cells are impacted, where chronic inflammation is rampant, where based on the food that we eat, you can see on that the box on the far right, your internal organs are not designed to be covered in visceral fat. And you look around and you see people who are overweight and constantly fighting that battle with trying to diet and exercise and trying to get their body to where they want to be. But because it's at a cellular level, sometimes they're fighting a losing battle. And sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and you may be fighting against yourself just based on your lifestyle. And we'll talk about that in a second. So what's the consequence from all of this chronic inflammation, all this chronic sickness and disease? It manifests itself in a lot of times in the way that your heart functions. And then what this slide is showing, what it shows what a healthy heart looks like and what clear coronary artery looks like, because the blood, life flows through your blood. All your nutrients and oxygen and gases flow through your blood. And if your blood isn't flowing clearly through your system, you're going to have problems. And why do we have problems? Because the food that we eat will deposit plaque in our arteries. And you see in this middle slide, it starts to build up in the pathways in our arteries and within our body. It slows down the blood flow, and it flows. It slows down the blood flow to a point where it starts to impact your internal organs. And then over time, that plaque buildup can actually lead to a blocked artery, and blocked arteries lead to conditions like heart attacks and strokes and things of that nature. And in 2020, the statistics shows that nearly 70,000 people died from heart disease in the United States. And out of 25% of those 70,000 people, the first symptom was death. They didn't have a second chance to get it right. So we know, just looking at what's going on all you gotta do is look around in your neighborhood, and you'll see the consequences of our lifestyle. On one corner, you're going to see a fast food restaurant. On the next corner, you're going to see a dialysis clinic, because that happens when you eat that type of food. So one of the things that you're going to learn through working with us is how to manage these issues. We've identified a problem. When you're talking about business, business success means, identifying a problem and identifying a solution and getting that solution to the market. And that's what we've done. One of the things that we've identified, and there's a whole science built around eating to your blood type. You know your blood type. If you know your blood type, drop it in the chat box right now. I'm going to stop sharing for a quick second so I can see who we're talking to. This is it. Drop in the chat box what your blood type is. There we go. We got some A's, we got some O's, we got some B's. That's good. Let me ask another question. Do we have anybody on this line who doesn't know their blood type? Give me a thumbs up if you don't know your blood type. Don't see any thumbs up yet. Well, if everybody on this call knows their blood type, that's a really good thing. That means that you've been talking to somebody that you're either working with us already, or you've talked to somebody within our team that has gotten you your blood type. But what that key factor is it's an important philosophy about how to eat and how to take care of yourself. I'm going back to my screen here. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, so blood type testing, or knowing your blood type, is so important, because your blood type is a very reliable measure of more reliable measure of your identity than your race, culture, or geography. It's a genetic blueprint to tell who you are, and it's a guide on how you can live most healthfully by identifying foods that you can and you cannot eat. I did not really know this philosophy until I joined this company, started doing some homework, that I'm a blood type O, which means I'm part of the oldest blood type. But even with that, there's certain 4 basic blood types. There's certain things that you should and should not eat based on your blood type. If you're blood type A, did you know that you are primarily your body's designed primarily to function optimally on a vegetarian diet? And if you're blood type B, one of the things that you should not eat is chicken. A lot of people don't know that. And if you're blood type O, your blood type is one of the oldest hunters and gatherers, but one of the things that you shouldn't eat, you can eat, your body has more body acid that can digest meats, but not optimally. And one of the fishes that you can't eat is catfish. So, a lot of the foods that we shouldn't eat that we don't know about is actually fighting against our body, which our body's natural function, and it tends to create that inflammation that we were talking about and that chronic pain. So what does that mean? How would you like to know how well your body's function, how the organs in your body function before it gets critical? We have the technology, guys. This is one of the things that sets us apart from anybody else out there. We have certified health coaches that are equipped to help you identify issues within your body based on the energy readings in a whole different way. We have the bioscan. We use the bioscan technology. If you can see in this picture right here, this little box is a bioscan device. It's connected to a laptop computer. And that is what really caught my attention when this information was shared with me. The technology that we can use to not just recommend, the high quality products that we have, but to be able to, but the ability to provide real hard data on what's happening with our clients' physical condition based on the energy readings in their body. This is a sample card of a sample report of what's produced by our bioscan reading. This particular report is of one of our leaders' liver function. It's an analysis report card, and the bioscan gives you a full report of about over 30 different systems within your body. And as you can see, it's color coded, and if things are normal, it'll show green. If you got some things mildly abnormal, it'll show in the blue. Things a little more abnormal at the moderate level in the yellow. And then, there are instances where you may show severely abnormal in the red. But it's very easy to understand, very easy to interpret. And we have the ability to do these types of scans for our friends, family, and clientele. So, are you living your best life? What does your bioscan show? Does it show green? Does it show blue or yellow? Or is it showing severely unhealthy? One of the criticisms of our healthcare system is that, it's not preventative. Everything is done on the back end. We're trying to retroactively fix things after they've gone too far. So now we're in a position where we can talk to people proactively and give them, a guideline on some things that they can address. So you don't have to wait for the crisis. So what is the bioscan? Again, it's based on energy. It's a handheld wand, a quantum analyzer, and it utilizes cellular and biomolecular process that will help you understand the state of your body at the cellular level. It's non-invasive, no radiation. It's based on Eastern medicine. You actually get your results in 2 minutes. And it has an accuracy rate of 85 to 95%. It's not new technology, but guess what? It hasn't been put in the market because of, I'll say it's big business. I'll leave it like that. But when I saw the opportunity, I really gravitated to the bioscan process. So I became a coach, and I invested in the technology. And when I conduct my bioscan appointments with my clients, a lot of times I am giving them new information, but a lot of times it's confirmation of things that they've already know. They'll say, yeah, I know I've got high blood pressure. Yeah, I'm on these meds. Yeah, I'm having some issues with my kidneys. And it's confirmation, but that confirmation is important. It takes you from guessing and thinking to having evidence-based that you can actually, and I always recommend to my clients, take the report to your doctor. Now you can have a conversation about some areas that you know about, that you're concerned about, that you can bring to him, and really develop that team and working relationship with your healthcare provider. So how would you like to elevate your level of wellness? So, the level of wellness in this chart, in this map is of blue zones across the world. What the blue zones are is regions where people have they live much longer than the average. And look what the map says. There are only 5 blue zones in the country. In the world. And one of those is in the United States. Only one is in the United States, in Loma Linda, California. So what we say is, hey, we're going to create blue zones one household at a time. Every person that we can share this concept with, every person that we can conduct a bioscan with, we're moving one step to creating a blue zone in somebody's house. So we're going to talk about, we've identified our corporate mission. We've identified the problem. We can just look around and identify the problem. Now let's talk about some solutions. How do we address it? We've kind of started with that process by talking about the bioscan. We have technology where we can assist and be on the preventative side of analysis. And I always tell people, look, I am not a doctor. by no means, but I can read, I can study, it's just as you can, and we can interpret those reports, and we can give people an idea of what's happening. So I'm going to read our disclaimer real quick about some of the products that you're getting ready to take a look at. Our products are not for use by sale or for use or by sale to persons under 18, or if you're pregnant or if you're nursing. You must be at least 21 to purchase or consume smokable products, vapes, or Delta-8. Consult the physician before use if you have a serious medical condition or use prescription medications. Before using this and any supplemental dietary product, please consult your primary healthcare provider. And all trademarks and copyrights are property of their respective owner, not affiliated or do they or not affiliated or endorse this product. FDA has not evaluated these statements, and this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And again, our test results are for reference only and are not a diagnostic conclusion. So let's talk about our product line. We've identified an issue. We have if you could mute your line, that would be really great. Because we're getting a little bit of background noise. That would be really helpful if you could mute your lines. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me go back to here. Okay. So we have a solution. We already identified that the food chain is contaminated. We understand that we eat too much animal fat, processed food, and we're not getting enough exercise. So the company, through its research and development program, and in collaboration with Dr. Eric Prince, has designed our flagship product. It's called the Flat Belly Lifestyle. And in that Flat Belly Lifestyle is we promote a 7 or 21 day raw cleanse. It's one of the best ways to elevate your energy. One of the best ways to elevate your energy is to detoxify your body. We talked about, the chemicals in our food. We talked about the process. We talked about the meat being undigested in our body. So in order to jumpstart your metabolism, in order to get some of that out of your system, we have a proven regimen and protocol of products that are phenomenal that will get you to where you want to go. We have a Rona Berry daily juice regimen. We have an approved grocery list and a raw meal plan. And we have a product line that's composed of a mucus eliminator to get that mucus out of your body. If you drink milk and dairy products and eat cheese, all of those products and all those items that we ingest create mucus in our body. We have a liquid colonic, which again helps flush out and eliminate that unprocessed waste in your body. And then we have the regenerator, which also helps rebuild your cells after you've gotten your body clean and start regenerating itself. Again, the body is such an amazing, I'll call it a machine, that it can rebuild itself. The body identifies sickness and can eliminate sickness and can regenerate itself. But sometimes it needs a jump start by the foods that we eat. Let's look at this video real quick.
Less than 5% of people who go on a diet actually achieve long-term results. We believe you are ready to live your best possible life by getting off the diet roller coaster. Eating according to your blood type can make significant changes in your health. More than 2/3 of adults in the US are overweight. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Even if you are at your ideal weight, eating against your blood type puts you at risk for chronic illness and disease. These are devastating reports, and we can change them. But it starts with one fundamental truth. One man's food must be another man's poison. It's time to drop the waste. The flat belly lifestyle is a revolutionary approach to living your best possible life. First, we tailor the program with plant-based food for your specific blood type. And to promote a healthy gut, eating against your blood type creates inflammation, chronic illness, and obesity. Second, we recommend that you take our 15-minute bioscan so that we can help you identify what's happening below the surface. Next, simply choose the right phase for you. For added support, we invite you to join the community of people that are achieving success to inspire you and learn from our experts who support you along the way. Take the pledge today.
So as you can see, we have a system. We have a series of products that work. Not only do we have the technology to identify the issues, we have a solution that works. Look at these testimonials. We've got a young man on the far left. You can see within less than a 30-day period how the results, look at that, his belly in the before and his belly in the after. Look at this young lady in the middle. Look at the before and look at the after. Look at this young man on the right. I actually know this young man. And you can see the visceral fat that was around his chest and his abdomen, and look at it after he's gone through this protocol. And I'm getting testimonial after testimonial with clients of mine who lost 5, 7, 10, 14 pounds in a 7-day period. And you know, what's exciting is that, you know, our products are plant-based, and it's not just a fad diet. It's something that you can work into your lifestyle, and it achieves results. Listen to this testimony from our chief sales officer.
I was able to lose 14 pounds, 6 inches. And I love the way I look. I'm not gonna lie. I am loving this. But let me tell you what I love even more. I dropped my cholesterol 50 points, blood pressure stabilized. And my doctor and I have been fighting for the last 5 years because she wanted to put me on a stack. And I absolutely refused. And she told me I would never change my cholesterol, lower it by diet alone. Well, you can know how excited I felt when I had dropped it 50 points. I want to be optimally healthy until the day I just close my eyes and I'm not here anymore. I hope you join us.
There was challenges to my 21 day. There was a lot of success in the way of learning myself. Hearing my body, hearing what doesn't need to be in my body. We're talking, I like to call them parasites of voices. And I got to see which voices were mine all along and which ones weren't. I was told, being the A blood type of my mom a long time ago, that I was literally a vegetarian. And now knowing what having an A blood type means, now understanding how to choose, now understanding that I need raw
food. 25 pounds in 21 days. It's a game changer, guys. You know, we have what people are looking for.
I was able to.
So again, this is another slide of the products that we have. The mucus eliminator, the mucus buster, the flat belly cleanse. Those parasites in that mucus, got to get them out your body. You want to continue to detox using the liquid colonic, kind of like the liquid plumber for your intestines. Get that stuff out of there. And then you want to rebuild and regenerate using the superfoods in the replenisher. So, you know, what you get with the program is not just the product line, but you get someone that's going to be with you every step of the way, someone that's going to coach you, someone's going to show you how to use the products to the optimum degree so that you can get the best out of it. And the biggest challenge is us being disciplined enough to make the change. What I found out, working with people is that, people want to lose weight, but, again, we live in that microwave culture where, they want it yesterday, but, they want to be able to pop the pill and the weight goes away. But you have to make some changes somewhere. You've got to say, for 7 days, I'm going to go plant-based. For 7 days, I'm going to not eat the meat. And I'm going to see how my body reacts to that. And my personal story is, when we went on our 21-day cleanse, in May, I lost about 15 pounds and hasn't come back. And it took some getting used to, but after you get past the first few days and you start seeing the changes in your body and how your body actually functions, you understand that, the human body probably in God's infinite wisdom probably didn't design us to eat meat. But, through, the way that we conduct ourselves, here we are, meat eaters and carnivores, but our body functions optimally on probably minimal meat. Now, one of the industries that we're involved in is the cannabis industry. And part of our mission is to educate the public on cannabis. And I'm going to play this video by one of the leading cardiologists in the country.
So my name is Dr. David Allen. I'm a retired cardiac surgeon and a member of the International Cannabinoid Research Society, ICRS. That means I'm a cannabinoid research scientist. And I'm here to tell you about the discovery of the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, and the significance and how it will change medicine. And we discovered the endocannabinoid system about 30 years ago, and we really didn't understand the significance of its discovery. And so we found out that this is a chemical communication that your body has. It's not electrical, it's chemical, and it's kind of like the hormone systems that people are familiar with. And your body makes these cannabinoids. They're endogenous, so they're endocannabinoids, and they perform some miraculous functions in the body. And we're just learning the significance of these functions. And basically, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis. Most people don't understand what that really means, but it's the body's ability to maintain itself and function in the proper environment. And so it's critically important that the doctors in the future understand this control mechanism. And we're finding out that that manipulation of this endocannabinoid system will control diabetes. It controls cancer. It controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. And so this is critically important for doctors to understand this new science. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. And I'm a heart surgeon saying that. More people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
So in the 1930s, they made.
I'm going to skip past that, but what he said was so important. He said a bunch of things that were so important, but for him to say that it's probably the single most important medical discovery, and it's going to surpass sterile surgical techniques, that's a mouthful. But what that does show you is that, again, all you have to do is look around what's going on. The The medical marijuana industry has exploded. The CBD industry has exploded because it's now gone mainstream. You know, doctors like Dr. David Allen, you know, are sharing the health benefits of the CBD of the hemp plant, dispelling all. You know, if you understand the history of the marijuana plant in the United States and how it got to be so outlawed and so, you know, so a negative reputation, it was because politics and money. But it's almost like the peanut plant. There's so many different uses of the hemp plant that, you know, you can get a lot of uses out of it, including the health benefits that was talked about by Dr. David Allen. And this screen shows you how it impacts so many different of our major systems. So again, we're at the beginning of, number one, understanding the positive impacts of CBD on the human body. So that puts us in the educational mode, but it's also at the beginning of the market, of the commercialization. And guess what? We're right there in the right place at the right time. So again, education. What is CBD? It's a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. It's made out of 85 different cannabinoids, and it's the second most common next to Delta-9. And unlike THC, CBD is non-psychotropic. It's not going to get you high. It's going to get you well. And it's used in so many different areas, you know, kids with attention deficit disorder, our brave soldiers who come back with post-traumatic stress syndrome is now being incorporated into therapies that are mainstream. So here's some stats. You know, this particular magazine, Women in Weed magazine, 68% of the women surveyed in this particular survey have experienced the health benefits of CBD. 60% of the women surveyed were interested in making money, and 90% consume the product at least once a month. So again, what have we established? That there's a market for the service that we have. Because what we're going to do is, if you take that step, guess what you're going to have? You're going to have your own online cannabis dispensary. So part of our task as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as coaches, is that we teach and train. We teach that THC does have psychoactive effects. It does stimulate receptors in the brain. It does release a higher than normal dopamine level, and it does get you high. THC does get you high. However, we have CBD. And CBD is not intoxicating. It does stimulate receptors in the brain. It does bring your body to that homeostasis, that point of equilibrium that he was talking about. It helps you with pain. It helps you with nausea, and it has so many medical applications, including anti-inflammatory and pain relief. Our pain cream, prior to us introducing the Flat Belly Lifestyle brand, the pain cream that has the CBD in it was our top seller and still is doing very well. I had a customer the other night. I had an event, and my wife gave him a sample. I didn't know she gave him a sample. She gave him a sample of the pain cream, and the very next day, he called me and said, I cannot believe what just happened to me last night. He has neuropathy. You know, but with his neuropathy, he gets signals on when the pain is getting ready to come. That's like pain in his feet, and he was feeling those symptoms, and he applied the pain cream to his feet when he started feeling those signals, and it immediately gave him relief. And he called me the very next day and was so excited. And guess what? He's going to join our team. So these are some of the products that we have. We have pure, gold, and black labels that have different levels of the CBD. We have proprietary products. As you can see, they're in beautiful packaging. High class, high quality products that are marketable through your website. I'll talk to you a little bit about that in a second, but you don't have to worry about packaging. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about branding. All of that is already in place. All you need to do is plug and play. We got products that help keep you calm. We've got relaxation. We've got pain relief. We got gummies for creativity. We even have passion products. So, we have, a wide range, increase your energy, relief, pain relief, relaxation, passion, the detox. So within our system, we have over 100 different products that you have available to you. So you can approach the market from so many different perspectives. We talked about the creativity, and we even have a line of hair and skin products. And guys, guess what? Again, just like we have the bioscan technology, we've got some technologies that's just getting ready to come out that will help you do an analysis of someone's scalp and help them save their strands. One of the things that's prevalent in our culture is that we're wearing different natural hairstyles, and sometimes the men and the women are wearing braids that's pulling their hair, and their hairlines are going back, and their hair is breaking off. We've got technology that could do assessments and analysis of all of that, and we're so far out in front of that, it just opens up a whole new area of marketing and to be able to share our product line. So let's start getting a little bit into the business components. So we're talking about, some of the industries that we're talking about, travel and the financial markets. So we're talking about basically starting an online business. So we talked about, the why. We've identified, the market out there. We know poverty, sickness, and disease runs rampant in underserved communities, and runs rampant in communities in general. Because that gap between the haves and the have-nots is getting bigger. So most people, the traditional go to college, get a job, work 50 years and retire, that is not the path that people can take today. They have to be able to learn how to be digital nomads. They have to know how to be able to work in the gig economy. They have to be able to be nimble and mobile to be able to take advantage of business opportunities. And what we're showing you here is an opportunity to start your own online business using our products and services. So as we move into this phase of the presentation, if you're joining us as a guest tonight, you're going to fall into probably one of three categories. A customer, where you see the value of utilizing high quality goods and services to help elevate yourself. You may have that desire to drop those extra pounds, elevate your health, get that bioscan done. No problem. The person that invited you can take care of you. We can actually set you up with your own customer website where you have access to our entire product line at your own disposal. You can become a brand ambassador where you say, I like what I see. I want to start generating revenue utilizing your system, and we can teach you how to be a brand ambassador. And then the highest level, if you say, I'm a number 3, I see it. I see the vision, and we can show you how to create that legacy. We can show you how to build that digital empire. And I like to call it, get your piece of digital Wall Street. And let's partner up together and let's take this thing big. Because you know what? One of the themes of our company right now is $1 billion big. And guess what? It's not unheard of. All you got to do is turn around, and companies are breaking that $1 billion mark in record time. And guess where we're at, where we are. We're positioned to make that run to be $1 billion big. So we talked about being a customer where you can participate in our wellness program. We can show you how to get that 7-day cleanse. We can show you how to get that 21-day cleanse. We can show you how to purchase travel at wholesale. We're going to be able to educate you on the crypto markets that's coming soon. But we're going to take it to the next phase in part 2. We're going to talk about a little bit about how to build that business component. So you can actually get started as a brand ambassador for as little as $199. And again, take advantage of some of those opportunities in the travel area. We can help get you certified. We'll teach and train you. You'll be able to get our app, and we'll be able to position you to be able to take advantage of the benefits in our travel area. Then we start moving up a little bit more, and we say enroll as a brand ambassador with the Pearl Pack for $399, because what's key in this, and the difference between the $199 pack, is that you don't get any of the products. But in this package, you get the products. You get a 21-day cleanse. You get some gummies. You get the training. You get the website, and you put yourself in a position to start generating revenue from day one. We're going to give you a website. We're going to set you up with a website that will have your unique domain name and your offering running. Then there's the next level. Well, let's continue this. So again, what you get you get your online store, you become a brand ambassador, and again, we put you in a position to earn that revenue. Now, right here are some additional components on how to generate commissions off your products. I'm not going to get too deep into that tonight. The person who invited you here will be able to show you how to do that. They're going to show you how to participate in our Quick Start program. But if you're number 3, and if you connect with our vision, and if you see the markets that we just identified, you see the strategies that we have in place with the technology in our product lines that work. You heard the testimonials. You know, Phyllis Nash's testimonial is so important. She resisted getting on those drugs. And she stayed with our product line until her statin level dropped. And she did not have to get on statins and all of the side effects that go with it. And as you can see, you know, she's in tremendous shape. You could become an econopreneur, which means that you purchase one of the $7.99 pack or the $14.99 pack. And what this does is it gets you your website, it gets you products, and it puts you on the path of being a wellness coach and a bioscan coach. The $7.99 pack gives you not just one, but it gives you 3 7-day raw cleansers. It gives you some of the pain cream. It gives you the core product line with the superfoods and the mucus eliminator and the colonic. We have sample pain creams and the gummies, and it just gives you more products to be able to utilize personally, but also you can actually sell the products and make your money back. And then the $14.99 coaches pack, when after going through the evaluation process, after looking at it from the business perspective, this is where I decided that I needed to be. I needed to be a wellness coach. I needed to be a bioscan coach. I needed to have the product line so that I could be a product of the product, so that when I launched out in my business, I had what I needed to grow. And it's a personal decision. What you see, you can get in where you fit in, and we can work with you wherever you want to be. And again, this is our Fast Start program that the person who invited you here tonight will be able to show you how to get your money back in 30 days. If you're willing to link arms and work with your business partner, we can make that happen. Again, this is the Fast Start program, and we can show you how to earn your money back in 30 days. And one of the advantages of the type of business that we have is that not only are you going to be able to generate revenues off of your own personal sales, because it is that has that networking component to it. As you build your team, you start building in that level of security. Because one of the main advantages of the network marketing industry that everyone is seeking is that residual income. So as you build your team, as you start getting more people involved, as you start educating people on the benefits of having their own business, of how to take care of their friends and family through the bioscans, and showing them how to eat right, and buying into the culture and buying into the environment of what we're creating. Not only are you going to be able to make money off of what you do, but you're going to be able to create tremendous residual income off of your team. And again, these are some of the stats off of what you're going to be able to generate. And we're talking about residual income 9 levels deep. And we're talking about 12 different ways to make money, but from the retail commissions all the way down to various bonuses that will help you actually override the company. And when I heard that, I said, wow, if the company's going to be $1 billion big and I could position myself to override not just what I do, but the whole company, it just makes a whole lot of sense. And the company's young enough for you to position yourself to help to be a part of that growth. Isn't that exciting to be literally a part of a company that's on its way to $1 billion big? And you're not just a cog in the wheel, you are part of the team that's making it happen. So we're going to help get you trained. We understand you come into this business without a whole lot of background. You may have business background, you may have knowledge in health and health and wellness, but we're going to put it all together and help you understand our system to be efficient and effective in what you do out there. So again, we'll show you how to build quickly. We're going to show you how to participate in the revenue pool to be able to override the whole company. And we've got bonuses that are put in place by our company that's going to make your work and effort very much worth your while. Let me see if one of these, I'm gonna keep going. And are you ready to live the life that you've always imagined? So let me give you a little bit of background that kind of touch on what I talked about with the company being young and in position. When you're looking at a business like this, when you're evaluating this from a business perspective, and these statistics come from, I believe, Harvard University. When you're looking at a company, you want it to be at least 18 years old, because 90% of companies fail in their first 18 months. Check that box. You know, we've been around since 2019. And yeah, this is Harvard. If the company has less than 500,000 people, it's a great opportunity. If it's less than 100,000 people, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. This is what I was just saying. You're not just a cog in the wheel. You know, we're out there making a difference, and most people don't, you know, they're very receptive to our message. Health and wellness, everybody wants to know how to take care of themselves. And, you know, when you look at the stats, you know, that baby boomer generation coming through the pipeline, you know, they are in that age where they're, I'm probably at the tail end of the baby boom, and I'm always looking at ways to, you know, feel better and to be performance driven, and the market is there for us. So this is the S curve on a company. We're talking about, you know, having less than 100,000 people in it, and here we are under that first bar, under the 100,000 distributor mark, and look at the growth curve and the trajectory of where we're going. Guys, we're going $1 billion big. We're going $1 billion big with our visionary leadership, with our R&D. We're constantly putting new and better products in our system. We're networking and collaborating with some of the best and brightest minds in social media marketing. You know, again, $1 billion is not unheard of. Companies get to $1 billion in record time these days, and we have all of the components in place to get us there. So, you know, we welcome you to the family. We ask you to come and elevate with us with the Accounting Nation. So, guys, let me stop sharing. What I hope I've been able to do over the last almost hour is to lay the foundation to let you know that you're in the right place at the right time. Get back with the person who invited you here. Get them to answer your questions. Get them to clean up what I may not have been that clear about. But just know that the services that we provide has high value. You know, one of the things that really sealed the deal for me is that one of the first people I introduced the product to, she got immediate results and told me that after being on the products for, you know, a period of time, she went back to her doctor and ran her numbers, and the doctor took her off some of the meds that she was on. And I was like, oh my goodness. Just, and it was validation just right there. And there's so many success stories that will tell you that what we're doing is a blessing to a lot of people. The culture that we're building in this company is amazing. There's nothing more powerful than a group of people with a common goal working together. And that's what we're doing. We're putting together a group of people with a common goal, with a mission of $1 billion big. And not just money for the sake of money, but we're doing it with integrity, and we're doing it in a way that we're helping a lot of people. So we're right at our 10 o'clock hour, and I promise to get you out of here by midnight. So I'm gonna be a man of my word. So we're at the end of our hour together. And I just want to say thank you for taking the opportunity to spend this hour with me. It's been an honor to be able to talk with you. Get back with that person and let them introduce you to somebody else on their team, and let them know whether you're a 1, 2, or 3. No matter where you get in, you're going to fit in. And I look forward to seeing you at the next opportunity. So with that being said, have a great evening, and thank you for your time and attention.
Good night. Thank you, Mike.
Good evening. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone here tonight.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Excellent presentation. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
My pleasure. It's my
Really
honor,
enjoyed it.
guys.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good evening.
Okay.
Have a good evening.